Hello everyone. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Brenda Campbell and I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. Today is Mindful Monday and we've got a little bit of a twist today. We are not going to draw on a white tile like we normally do. We are going to draw on one of Zentangle's gray tiles. But if you don't have a gray tile and you don't have blue pens, no worries at all. You're going to be able to draw along in black and white. And as you can see here, it looks just fine in black and white. So I am just going to introduce a few new tools today. I am going to be using, like I mentioned, one of Zentangle's gray tiles. I'm going to be using two PN pens. One is a blue-black, which is a dark blue, like a navy blue, and one is a royal blue. And I'm also going to be using a white Jelly Roll pen. I'm going to use graphite pencil and a tortillon to blend that graphite, but I'm also going to be using a white chalk pencil and a tortillon to blend out the white chalk. So on a white tile, you really couldn't see the white gel or the white chalk. The gray tile is going to actually show that white, and it's going to really add almost an extra dimension to our tangles today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with step 1, gratitude and appreciation. In this step, I'm just going to talk you through a short breathing exercise that will hopefully kind of settle you down and bring you into this moment. Remember, it's Mindful Monday, and we're trying to bring ourselves into this moment. We're not looking ahead. We're not looking behind. We're focused on what we're doing right now in this moment. So sit up straight and tall if you can. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. We're going to begin with 3 deep breaths. And when you breathe in, you're going to get tall. And when you breathe out, you're going to relax. So here we go. Breathing in. Remember to get tall. And breathing out. And again, breathing in, getting tall, and exhale and just relax. One final big breath in and relaxing on the exhale. Drop your shoulders. And now just breathe in your normal breathing rhythm. And pay attention to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to clear your mind, but thoughts will pop in. Just let that be okay. Notice them and then release them on their way. And remember to breathe. If it helps to clear your mind of those pesky thoughts, simply count your breaths. Now, take a moment and think about something you're grateful for. once you've got that thing, whatever it is, big or small, feel into it. What does gratitude feel like? And hold on to that feeling today. And as we draw, bring that feeling into your practice. And if you need a moment, just stop yourself. Take a deep breath or two. Remember that feeling of gratitude. And then begin to draw again. One more big breath as we end. Breathing in and out. And that is step 1. I feel better. I hope you do as well. Okay, so we've already talked about the materials that we're going to use and the tools. And I will, along with our little mascot Bijou, remind you to slow down as you draw along. Don't get crazy. It's all good. Take your time. Be in this moment. Okay, so here is our gray tile. And just like always, we're going to go to step 2. Using our graphite pencil, we are going to put a dot in each of our 4 corners. Then we shall connect those dots. Remember to turn your tile. That is step 3, the border. Step 4 is a string. A string is simply a line or a series of lines that break up the space inside your border. That's where we put our patterns or tangles. So today's string is going to be a series of straight lines that run diagonally across this square. And so I'm going to start just above the corner, and I'm going to draw a line to this, about the same spot on the other side. And then just below the corner, to about the same spot. And then I'm going to do a couple of more rows on this side. Flip it around and do a couple more rows there. Okay, now I'm finished with my pen. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to pick up my black blue PN pen, which is that dark, almost navy blue. And I'm going to begin our tangles, step 5, by defining the spaces that we're going to put these tangles in. So I'm going to draw in my darker blue pen just one line down for each of these pencil lines that we drew. And I'm stopping at the border. If you want, you can go beyond the border. That's up to you. Okay, so I have all my lines drawn, and now I am going to aura each one of these lines. This space looked a little wider than the others, so I'm going to aura that on the inside. Okay, so now I have all of my spaces defined with a border, if you will. And the first tangle that we're going to draw is Avril. And I'm going to draw that in this longest space, the one that's in the center. Now, Avril starts with a border like we just drew, and then we draw X's inside. Now, I'm still using my blue-black pen, and I'm going to make my X's by starting with triangles. And I do turn my tile a little bit as I draw these. Okay, so the next step to make our X is to kind of draw the same triangles, but we're drawing them in between. And what we're doing is aiming for the spot above the point. Okay, so we have our X's, and now I'm going to put my blue-black pen away, and just because I want to add a little variety, I'm going to pick up my royal blue pen, and I am going to draw some lines with auras inside these spaces. So where I have the diamond that I'm going to draw a line, straight line from one point to the top point to the bottom point. And then I'm going to aura that line on one side. I'm auraing to the right. But if you're left-handed, it might be easier for you to do the other side. It doesn't really matter. So remember, we begin by top point to bottom point, and then aura. Flipped it upside down, and now I'm doing it the opposite direction because it's upside down. Okay, so I have them all done, and I have half of each of these diamond shapes filled in with my light royal blue pen. Now the next step is to draw more straight lines, only we're drawing them in the opposite direction. I'm still using my royal blue pen, and I'm just drawing these lines in the top triangle. I say top, but it really depends on your perspective. Okay, and now I'm going to turn it the other way and fill in the rest of these triangles. Now, if I wanted, or if you wanted, you could use a different color pen here. You could use a black pen if you like. There's no rules, so you don't have to worry. You can do what makes you happy. Okay, so there we go with that. Now the next or last step, I guess, for Avril is to put circles in the border. I have little skinny borders, so these are going to be small circles. Remember to breathe, slow down. Just worry about that stroke you're making right now. Stay in the moment. Okay, so there we have our Avril. Now I am going to go to this stripe right here, or this row, I guess, and we're going to draw onomato. Onomato is another ribbon or border tangle. In case you hadn't realized, that's what I'm drawing, our border tangles in our stripes. So onomato, we are going to draw these circles, and I'm using my royal blue. Okay. And I'm going to make this row onomato also, so I'm going to go ahead and put my orbs or circles in as well in this row. Okay. And then, let's see, I'm going to put this pen away and get my blue-black pen back out. And I am going to make the second or in between rows of orbs for onomato. They go in between each of these bigger orbs. At the bottom and the top. And now that I have them all outlined, I'm going to make these solid blue-black. And I leave a little sparkle, a little circle. It's not white, it's gray. But we'll be making it white later when we get to the shading. Remember to breathe and to slow yourself down. Take your time. My orbs are all different shapes and all different sizes. Not a lot of uniformity here in my work, but that's okay. No mistakes. Okay, and the only thing left in our onomato, and I'm getting my royal blue pen back out for this last step, and that is just like with Avril, we are going to put little orbs in the border. Okay, so now we're done with Anamato. And I'm going to put that royal blue away and get out my blue black one more time. And we are going to do our third tangle in both this stripe and this stripe here. And that tangle is doodah. Now what I like about doodah is it's so simple. Straight line from the top down, but you stop before you touch the bottom. And then about the same amount of space here, you start the next line away from the top and you go all the way to the bottom. And then you just alternate. Remember to breathe. Okay. There we have doodah. So we have 3 tangles in 5 rows. And I think we're done with our pen, so we can put that away and pick up. We're going to begin with our black graphite pencil. And I am going to put black graphite on these rows, these little strips between the tangles. Some have orbs in them and some are blank. Okay, so that's where we're going to begin. And now I am going to blend out these rows. And now I'm going to go back and we're going to start with Avril. Now I'm going to put a little line of graphite underneath, or at the top, I should say, inside, and then I'll turn it around and do that again under or on the bottom side. And now I am going to put a little graphite on each one of these triangles that has the blue lines. Okay. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, and that's all I need to do for Avril. And how I'm gonna approach this is I'm going to start with the graphite, the black graphite, and then I'm going to add the white chalk to add some highlights. So when we're working on white tiles, we leave space blank or white to add our highlights. Just like when we drew our black or our dark blue orbs, we left a little white spot for a sparkle. Only on this tile, it's not white, it's gray. So I'm going to start by doing all of the graphite first, and then we'll come back and do the highlights. So moving on to Onomato. Now when I do my orbs, I like to do like a smile in one corner of each of my orbs. Okay, now I like to blend it out upside down. I don't know why, it just works better for me that way. And I kind of blend it from the smile to the base of the orb. What I'm trying to do here is add a little dimension to these orbs. Make them look like, I don't know, like something like pearls, let's say. Okay, so now I've got the bottoms done. I'm going to use what I have left on my tortillon to kind of add a little bit around the perimeter. Still darker on the bottom, but I still want a little outline around. Okay, so I think I'm good with the Onomato. And now I'm going to go to my doodah. And with doodah, we really just go inside on each one of the borders inside the border. And then we're going to blend that out. That's all there is to that. Okay, so that's my graphite. Now I'm going to pick up my white chalk pencil and I'm going to add some highlights. So I'm going to begin with my pearls, we'll call them, my orbs from Onomato. Now with the white chalk, I like to really kind of press down to get it into the paper, because if I blend it out with a tortillon, a lot of it will just come right off, and I don't want to lose it all. Okay, now I'm very lightly blending this out with my white chalk tortillon. That just smooths it out a little bit, blends it out, makes a little bit smoother transition. And I think it helps add to the dimension of those orbs. Yay! Nice. Okay, so let's get some white chalk back out. And we are now going to put a little bit of white chalk in this opposite triangle from where we drew our lines. The one that's open. Just adding this white to make it a little interesting. Add a little interest. Okay, so that's our Avriel. I'm just adding, I guess it's a highlight, but really just an extra color for interest. And now I'm going to add a highlight across this whole row of doodah. And I'm just going to put that right on top of all of those lines. Just make one line in the center and then blend that out. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit more graphite here just to give it some more contrast between that white and the border. They say graphite is shading, if you will, is best done in layers. So this is another layer to our doodah graphite. And I think what this does is it helps make it look a little rounder, especially with that white chalk highlight there. Okay, I think we're done with the chalk, and now I want to pick up my white jelly roll pen. And this is just a standard 08 jelly roll. I guess I need to make sure it's working here. Yeah, it looks like it's good. And what I'm going to do now is start by changing these dots and making them white on our dark blue orbs. Okay, so now I have white highlights on all of those dark blue orbs. And I actually think that's about all we need for this particular tile. So we're done with step 5, which was the tangles. Step 6, which was the shading. Now we're going on to step 7, which is initials and signature. So I'm using my blue-black pen, and I'm going to put my little chop down here in the corner. Tuck it in there. Then I will flip it over. You can see my chalk. And I will sign it. I'll date it off camera, and I'm going to name our tangles here. So we started with Avriel, and then we did Anamato, and then we did doodah. I did say that you could do this in black and white on a white tile with black pen and just graphite. And so now you can see both of them here. And now step 8, our final step, is to just sit back and take a look at what you've done and pat yourself on the back. Appreciate it. Be grateful for the time that you have taken for yourself today. And hopefully this Monday mindfulness will carry on into not just your day, but the rest of your week. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, especially thank you for watching all the way through. You know I love to see your art if you're drawing along. So please let me know that you're drawing and maybe show me a picture, tag me on social, and hopefully I can find it because I love to see what you're doing and give you some nice comments. So that's all for today. As always, until next time, be you and be happy.